couple of weeks ago, I went to the airport to film some segments for my previous video. It took me close to an hour to get 3 very simple shots that ended up lasting only about 20 seconds on screen. Why? I got self-conscious. I became anxious knowing I had a camera out and was filming myself, inadvertently giving off that influencer vibe I desperately wanted to avoid. I felt very naked in that moment. I paced back and forth, waiting for the crowds to thin out, hoping I'd have a brief moment to get my shots without feeling scrutinized or judged. It wasn't my first rodeo filming in public, but for some reason I felt very exposed and vulnerable, as if every single eye was on me. But here's the thing, blink and those people are gone. Gone from that space, gone from memory, and most importantly, gone from causing anxiety. And guess what? The same goes for them. Sure, they might glance your way and think, cringe, but you'll vanish from their thoughts too, almost immediately. Frankly, people, especially strangers, don't think about you as much as you think they do. And maybe not all those eyes are judgmental. Maybe some are actually inspired, thinking, wow, this person has the guts to film outdoors. I wish I had that courage. Being unapologetically yourself will only attract the people you actually want to stick around. The ones who love your confidence and ownership. Yes, the naysayers will always be there, attacking because they've got nothing better to do. But honestly, their negativity can help you. They could have chosen not to engage at all, but they did. I've come to understand that people love to butt in and interfere in spaces where they do not belong, offering opinions on things they know nothing about. Probably because they lack control in their own lives and feel a pathological need to control others. Perhaps they're scared that you will outperform them. They've never succeeded, so they don't want anyone else to either. So they limit you by saying things like, we didn't have it, neither should you. Or, we're older and wiser than you. Even if they don't say it explicitly, their actions speak volumes. Even when you try to nicely explain and convey your feelings to these individuals, they often assume the worst without asking questions to understand. At some point, it's okay to let go and let them think whatever they want, because these surface-level thinkers have no right to bring you down when they can't even keep an open mind and always refuse to acknowledge your feelings, blatantly avoiding any scenario where they might lose an argument simply because they did not make the effort to think a little deeper. Just like a computer that may start running slowly or even crash when multiple high-level tasks are being run at once, having to constantly explain everything you do will only overwhelm, suffocate, and frustrate you, pulling your focus away from what really matters. See, I'm someone who thinks deeply about almost everything. This means I live my life purposefully, almost every action taken with intent. It's something I learned early on in my healing journey. Even actions that may seem impulsive are the results of months of training to act with intent, like how a skilled athlete seems lucky when they're in their purple patch. Successful people make their own luck. So even when they make rash decisions, it's rooted in subconscious intent, and things still tend to work out in their favor. I've often been told by people that my videos, aka my art, can be a bit incoherent or I may go off tangent. But to that I say, so what? I'm not here to spoon feed you these healing energy tips. I'd rather build an audience of thinkers who appreciate depth and delve deeper to be able to truly internalize and understand the emotion of the things I say in my videos. Don't get me wrong, I love the comments that say, "Great video," or "Wow, that was deep." But it would please me even more if I could successfully encourage my audience to engage in an open dialogue where we can discuss what I speak about further. That way, you can find your own path to healing in a way that works for you. I'm just here to share my journey of how life is treating me. I see life as art. Both don't inherently have meaning, yet we force ourselves to give these things meanings. Life and art are things to be experienced and enjoyed, and they're deeply subjective. Putting labels on them can suck out the joy from living, existing, and simply being. I recently came across a quote, "Art is a controlled accident." That deeply resonated with me. In a way, that's what I'm doing with my videos. I started this healing journey on YouTube because I was tired of being told I didn't belong. All my life, it has felt like I've been told what to do. Everyone keeps telling me how my story is supposed to go. Nah, I'ma do my own thing.
They wanted me to be something I'm not. No, I won't settle 'cause I know my worth. Nah, never ever.
I won't lie, it can be alienating to do something that defies the cultural norms you grew up with. For the longest time, I've known I'm the black sheep of my extended family. I used to feel really alone and distant because of it. But I've grown to really like that about me. In fact, I am proud that my actions set me apart. It's unique, I stand out. And I'm here to live up to that title and topple those generational institutions and social constructs that are no longer sustainable in the modern age. Maybe one day those naysayers will understand. But even if they don't, who cares? There's no point waiting around for their approval, if at all it ever comes. Do it because you want to do it. Not to prove it to them, but to prove it to yourself. And to be a better person than the one you were yesterday. So, call me what you want, say what you want. I ain't gonna let the haters get to me. Shut out the outside noise, embrace the cringe, stop explaining yourself and just do it anyway. Remind yourself that you are magic and don't let anyone convince you otherwise. Aspire to be timeless, break the norms, and fuck shit up.